Hi, I'm Colette Costello for www.fashiontechnology.co.uk. So what is the future for fashion technology, wearable technology? If you look at my blog, you'll find this is where I started out looking at different quite sci-fi ideas about how fashion technology, wearable technology would evolve in the future. Having looked at lots of ideas such as machines that fold your clothes, tattoos on your skin that you'll be able to make phone calls from, and self-lacing trainers, one thing that I've realised is that I think the experts are getting it completely wrong, that they've got the wrong approach. They're really focusing on what the technology can do, all these creative ideas, without actually considering who will be using the technology. I think the future of fashion technology and wearable technology should and will be based around the person that's going to be using it. So that's where accessible design comes in, UX design, and this is where the experts should be looking, I believe. The trend seems to be for the experts to look at the technology and think of how it can be used in 10 years' time. So to think how if you walk past a shop and you're wearing smart glasses, adverts will pop up. And that seems to be the approach, is to look at 10 years into the future. I think what people should be doing is they should be looking at what technology we have now and seeing how that technology can best be used, and then allow the fashion technology to develop from there. So an example would be, if you look at online shopping, many fashion websites are still very inaccessible for anybody with impairments, such as people that are visually impaired. The technology is out there so they can use a screen reader to read through their website, so they don't have to be able to see the clothes on sale. Very often this technology is not adopted by companies, and people that are visually impaired still struggle to shop online, people who it would greatly benefit. So I believe a better approach would be for fashion companies and technology experts when designing the retail experience, whether it's online or in store, is to think of the user, think of their needs, whether it's visual needs, hearing needs, and to make assessments based on this. From there, the companies can adopt the technology that best address their consumers' needs. By taking this approach, I think fashion technology, wearable technology, will develop in a more consumer-friendly way, that it will actually be useful, and it won't be gimmicky, it won't be a novelty, it will actually be there, ready and accessible for people. This approach does remove the danger that seems to be when people are looking at technology in the future. They seem to be approaching it from a very sci-fi point of view, and people seem to forget the human element, which is that human emotion, human interaction, and all these technologies will be obsolete if they can't be used by people in the right way, where so many experts are getting it wrong. I did used to look at predictions for wearable technology, fashion technology from such experts, and I did used to believe that that is what we would be seeing in the future. But taking my approach and how I think things will develop, I actually think it's really hard to predict 10 years into the future, 20 years into the future. I do think that VR will be around, augmented reality will be around, but how they will be used, they will be applied is still yet quite unknown, and that I do think the focus will be more human-centred than we envisaged. To learn more about accessibility and fashion technology, see the rest of my blog, www.fashiontechnology.co.uk. Link is below. I'm Colette Costello.